guys, welcome back to Roots and Knuckles. If it's your first time here, I want to welcome you. My name is Tiffany, and if you're returning, thank you so much for your support. Okay, this is kind of like a follow-up to my my experience with being Miss Hong Kong 2002. I had so much fun doing Miss Hong Kong, but I'm not gonna lie, there's definitely some of my experience there it was different, you know, like I did not have any problems with the pageant, with all my girls. I had such a good experience with people that work there. I've learned so much. With the girls, we had so much fun. But culturally, there are things that were different that I was not used to. So when I was doing the pageant, I was around 100 and maybe 105 pounds. I was not in their mind, I wasn't the skinniest. You know, I was darker. I love, like in America, like we like tanning, we like going outside, we were very outdoors. So I remember going there, it was so funny. Like, okay, first, this is hilarious. So, one of the reports were like, oh my God, this girl, she's from LA. Although I wasn't from LA, they thought I was from LA because they knew that I was from overseas, which is like America. And they're like, oh my God, this contestant has big boobs. And I remember that my sisters and my mom were like cracking up because, okay, let's be frank, I don't have big boobs, but maybe in Hong Kong I had big boobs because I was actually like, you know, I was normal. I was like a little meteor. You know, it's different. Like, I think in their mind, in culturally in Hong Kong, girls were smaller frame. They were skinnier, they were thinner. And I think that the skin color is very different because I think in their mind, the beauty is that you don't want to be tanned because tan means that you're more of like, you know, you're always outside, you're farming. So that's like very like old back in the day, you know. So they want girls to look very pale and very white, and that's the beauty in their culture. And well, I do farming actually. I am outdoors all the time. I do own a mini farm at home, but yeah, whatever. So it was funny when I went there. They're like, oh my God, this girl has like really big boobs, and I'm just like, what? And I did have my belly pierced, and they were just like, oh my gosh, she's like a rebel. She's from America. She's just like not the traditional like Miss Hong Kong contestant kind of thing. And I do remember they were like, okay, so we were sponsored by this like skincare company or brand, and I had to use a lot of the products. And I remember like, why is my skin looking whiter and whiter? Like, because I think that, you know, everyone in their culture, like they want it very like clear skin. They want it very like white and pale and it's like almost like an eggshell, like no, they wanted perfect skin. But I had a lot of freckles. I was darker. So after a while, I see using these products, which I had no idea I had, you know, we'll go to the company and then they'll give you like facials and stuff. And I started seeing like my skin started getting whiter and whiter and whiter. And I'm just like, oh my God, my skin is totally changing colors. And then we were sponsored by these companies that they're back then. I don't think they really have that much anymore. They call it the slimming company. And obviously these are all sponsorships, so we had to go there. We had to use it. And I worked out, you know, and I was young back then, you know, so I was like a little darker. I was like 10, and I remember that we had to use their service. So they would wrap me in this saran wrap, and they would use hot oil on my skin to burn the fat, and then they would use this like suction thing to suction my supposedly my fat. They would like suction it to try to make you look thinner. it's all really funny to me because I think that, you know, coming from America and, you know, going back to Hong Kong, there's such a big difference in, I guess, their standard of beauty. But I'm not gonna lie to you. It got to me after a while because I'm like, oh my god, I have to look this certain way. I remember this this top producer in TVB saw me in the hallway one time and it really hit me. And she was like, oh, you know, Tiffany, yeah, you're still a little chubby on camera. Like you should like lose a little bit more weight. And I was just like, oh my god, wow, okay. Yeah, maybe I should. Because she's kind of like the top producer. And you know, when you're constantly being told that, oh, you don't look like this, you should look like this, and you know, everyone looks like this. I mean, even like I was a very confident person, but after a while I started like second guessing myself. Like I'm like, okay, so maybe I should like don't eat that much fatty stuff, or I should start eating like just fruits like like some of the girls, because everyone was under this pressure of like wanting to look their best and wanted to look this certain way, and they wanted to look really skinny. And I remember my sister came back one year, that same year. She goes, it's like, Tiff, like you're really skinny. And then I was like, oh, really? He's like, have you been eating? And they're just not used to seeing me like that. And I think that really like clicked in my mind. I'm like, you start to fall into this hole because you're in this bubble that everyone's doing the same thing, and you know, if you don't do it, then I don't know, it's just weird, right? So I remember that it hit me really hard. I'm like, no, it's not making me happy. So and it's different, you know, I'm not saying that it's wrong, you know, whatever, but I believe that everyone is born differently and we all have different body shapes. In my body shape, I can never have a 22-inch waist, which I don't want to have a 22-inch waist because that's just not my body. And I remember one question during my semifinal, the MC asked me, hey, what body parts do you hate the most about your body? And I was like, oh, I guess my waist. But it's like, why is that question even asked? Like, why do I have to hate something about your body? Why do you have to change? And I think that's one of the main reasons why I want to come home, and I wanted to come back was because I wasn't happy there. And I wanted to be myself. I wanted to control my life. I don't want other people to control my life. So this is really interesting, and I think that in our society, especially as girls, I feel like, you know, all these things that you surround yourself with, all these social media, especially now at this point in our lives, girls in general they're very much more insecure, and they have that lack of confidence because of their surroundings. There's models, there's like Victoria's Secret models, there's like actresses, there's like fitness influencers, there's like all these things that you see, and the standard of beauty is like, wow, I want to be like her, I want to have abs like her, and then they look at themselves, they're like, I don't look like that, that's weird, like I want to look like that, so I'm gonna start eating a certain way, and I'm starting to like work out all the time, and so I can look like her, and I don't want that. And I think I always have this mentality in life is that everything in a balance. I mean, I want to have a balance. Like I want to have the way I want to eat is I want to eat healthy. I want to be myself, and I want to be able to deliver that also to my kids, especially Sadie and my niece Mila, because as girls, I want to make sure that they grow up in this strong foundation of being confident in themselves and be able to eat whatever they want be able to embrace their body, be able to love their body and love who they are. I don't ever want them to look at other people and be like, I want my body to be like her, I don't look like her, and start to feel bad about herself. So yeah, you know, I think that right now we are actually living in a time where there's this movement which I love, that everybody is embracing different body types, which I think everywhere in the world everybody should, because we're just not made the same. We don't eat the same thing culturally. Like as Asians, like we eat different things here even. Our diets are different, and that's why I never follow those like diets, like those keto, paleo. I just don't believe in that, because I just believe in everything in a balance. And I love yummy food. I love sweets. But I mean, obviously, you don't want to eat that all the time. But I'm gonna live my life. I want to be happy. So yeah. So I am so happy to share this video with you guys, because hey, I don't have no 22-inch waist, but it's fine because I am happy and I'm healthy and I'm strong. And that's exactly how I want my kids to be, especially Sadie and Mila. I want them to grow up in a family that are embracing them for who they are and embrace their body, and I want them to be strong and healthy. So yeah, I am so happy to be able to like share this story with you guys. And you know, if there's any takeaway, be happy and be yourself. Everybody's unique, especially our body types. We can never have your body. Nobody can ever have your body, and you can never have someone else's body. So whatever you guys watch on TV, whatever you guys see on Instagram or whatever, we can never be that person. So let's stop being that person and just be yourself. So thank you so much for this chance to share this video with you guys. Remember to subscribe to this video. This means a lot to me because I have a daughter, and then I have a niece. So having shared this video with you guys means a lot to me, because as a woman, I feel like it's already hard because you have this image, and girls in general are just a little bit more insecure about their bodies, and you know, they have like more of like a body issue. So I'm so happy to be able to share this with you guys, and please comment below if share with me your thoughts about body image and you know, whatever you guys have. And thank you so much. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and follow my blog. And I am so happy. I'm so thankful. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I will see you guys next time. Take care.